Akasimano makumako enum na nonsia bo man de hia mamo ina adwuma makwa ba de ba Bryt de oknonkona achiri po ba ko eso ensama wodu wa edwaguma nwumre ya bobo no asi nkonwa wo betika sie boya de somo ene de ensam ne de do so ye pa Daddy 101.1 FM ewo enkrapni mantemu wo mafa kase ne bia wom eche wo wom peso so okwa atoye atifidu mantem so a Lord 107.1 FM ebutu no ma ene nwumre kase bo bete de no wom so afa wom eche wo wom peso so information centers ne de bubruja wom ina afa kase ne bia ene ye de asom na ensem bia ebedi kase ne ma akotia bete no wo bete se ne ye case no akwa kodu 8548 and your recovery cases no so age na 3132 lesson ye nyankopon ogusudi ye ho afofie kakrakra
sapepepe na wo yesasem kro na emu no otekokoso asante hene otumfo se tutu so ababontere beto Ghana fo nyina nim se adaworo ma yade ne wo honti etutu ne se panyefo de agu apono so no yeni so
enkani man perikufo de atudwa wo chema se voters register ne de kiani kan wo man Ghana ye hia voters register fofra ye de beto about 2020
ene edai so afo hwesika sam so ekopie mu ewo mrahye bedwafie na dom kuma no ebisa nsem bi na no yode ma omo no omodwa like keke
wo mrahye bedwafie wo ene o mai musuafo a wo hwe efisem so wokoye ekokasa ye fa nhyane ade a wo mudi egu ye boda so sanso no mai musuafo hwe dwede ho nsem Commander Sugar Factory no sadia ne mpompon so akwakodo na Alancash wo de ho nsem atu edwa
Beno kase yebetu fani akopie mu ewo mfifi emantam no emosansa akwanhia de ho empa hoda ebiasi na nipa pra nipo wo so batona nanu wonse do no eriko wo so aposa di mu amane bo amane yen
Dr. Bernard Okoboy edi atudwa wo chemese World Hypertension Day yebedi no wo man mu de nanso no wo ka de ato wo chemese se kobese unya hypertension en red ma no diso wai wodi so ahobeto
amra chapanyi bi ababonten ede abasobo akọ ede amagana mapanyi na nadoda kwakufu ado na yebisa so anya bia no eden na waye
ensem weni afoforo bi eka woni aboabo no don reba ko ye di eso mo se wo beti kase ye ewo Bryt de oknonkno achiri po ba ko eso Daddy 101.1 FM so Lord 107.1 FM kase ne nyume ko bi adaroma ena ye kenkan edi amount enwumre obeyu tiwo yoba bema ko PM ewo Summers Barbering Salon wom ewo ko Fredia New Host Station SD Hospital Junction wonum effort wo ventures for say we yata o papa pa terracotta house Italian die jacuzzi sa papa pa be PM ko Fredia Kasajan Highway ne Sukenke Factory traffic lights wo butu wonum Talent Pharmacy at the Sikazin Mojedro aba iron protein vitamin aboma ewo mum enkola a womanya fishia ba ko edeko abata ya pemfo yambubo bi ebeboa yen gasam yesemente gina nanso ensuo ne 20 misre wa wutwa blocks a na wabomode amonsaka gasam cement ne no enene Ghana fo nyina jetuma wom edisi wom edan apem ekomanim Star Life Assurance nso say bomode na bro be life insurance package the amount de here the material chamber no sidie etimi abowafunu mum Openia enso se edan no bebo sunsu tobre ma bomoden be piem ewo na kache eba na nchansira papa any modern blocks papa dia akwadum kwanso opo mantamu benya ne dodo Joy medicated soap ne ointment abedwemu unya Joy medicated soap dwarinya Joy ointment de peswa redia ne beto so yie pa wonam kaka sibeto ba o de po sibeto age na Joy ointment so Joy Industries wom and wom ye kofa ba ya wom ade abedwemu sanso na Daddy hand sanitizer no baba obaye pa ade fi COVID-19 no thanks to you computer clinic say utina power typhoid fever insomnia oba okwa fitiri a wote yawa bomodi na be PM okua no suwa saman kase kwane so Dr. Pabin wobebo to asiamo Gamel Music Center School of Professional Music nyame yaduma kwasi ada ya kwa sorry eno ti ko PM wo instrument no kwa gina kasiem wonom ne bo ne da fom ye pa Mighty Life Plus nso etechre Mighty Life Plus me fa fanto wanim say wadwen shroud be for 0543 973536 so 0543 973536 say a text message and answer WhatsApp awde be ba no wono en wo so asene fa wo kanyina ko Facebook na search Bryt 99.1 FM wonom hwe live then ja comments fa wonom akosuye asabia kropa ani medime ne
akwam de se kronkron kwabena nyako abrono ma yanje brey na nsem ne kiremu no yemfa ensomo
wobeti kekraw ewo Bryt 99.1
Bryt FM
Daddy FM
wobeti kekraw ewo Bryt 99.1
Bryt FM
Daddy FM
Awusuya sensam na si edia ma wane COVID-19 ababa so ye koma ebu ewiase afa na nyina babi obekobia coronavirus agentre ha ewo hono mo man Ghana nso COVID-19 ni yade ekonomi ye pa wo memu ntino dano na mana obo ban na nhye ne yade ampanifo de aba no wudi super pepe no na beboa amwotimi abo ban de fi COVID-19 ho ene ekwa Ghana Health Service wo website so a wo ma update wo mo kama nyame ya dom krotna ensentrofo nhye de be koso eda ya wada na ese ne wo brifi Ghana fo nyina ama matse de ekọ ene ni ababa to dwane se ye case na kwosoro ene obo man ma dada na wo ho ne foforo ababa ka ho no oman ne enipa 8,548 and a woman ya COVID-19 if it's da COVID-19 sha see a woman ya match bosom no ebesi ne no enipa 8,548 and enya COVID-19 cases ni bi ewo oman Ghana mu na emu 3,132 womo de yo anyankopon edi womo afofia womo ato womo emu 38 nso ato na nanom ewo ensie do enu ti se wotete saa enipa womawu enipa womo ato womo efima na se ne active case maker say enipa womo isolation center womo de womo hu nto womo eye no eye 5,370 Central region 438 poor mantemu enka ni bini ejina 117 ne yakoye nimo yakwakodu 134 Eastern region 134 Volta region 86 Western region 68 Upper East region 42 Northern region 37 Oti region 26 Upper West region 22 Bunu East 6 North East 2 Savannah 1 Bono 1 ahafo 0 internet send ahafo de efiti match besin ne obi eni wa wanya COVID-19 bi ewo afomantem a eno wo man Ghana ma no so ye ne jesem kase ye pa na ohwe ye case dudu yi na ohwe ni pa dudu a wo ma recover so a eye ne jesem kase ye edemaye enipa wo mato na nanom wonse do so ya rewosem yakọ enkoma wo mabusuafo
yetu aso ani nyina coronavirus aleko de wewe ehun esian so me ehun entoyan yeso ye be koso abonidi sa se be no ho be yera no na poso be dwane akokoto pubu a watimi atusa anamo no na me no ka sei opem so ote kokoso asante hene o sei tutu aso ababonte de futuo akọ ade amagana fo nyina se adaworoma etutuye ne sise panyifo de agu apono sabri ya coronavirus aleko de wewe abano ye hwani yetimi eni so na beboa ama ne tre no so betimi akofom ade amai na boa ama magana so na moto panyifo eturo etimi akọ awiye pa asante hene de samwe nyina atudwa wobra asante my council awo US ne Canada no omo kaka mo sase ekakra no my Ghana sika no empem aduonum 50,000 Ghana cedis omo timi de kodom asante hene se ne beboa ama no so okọ se po asante matem omo betimi akọ ade te coronavirus no atimi adimu ye pa atimi de momo na opanyi ohwe asante hene dwumade nyina eso kwasibroni ebeka se chief of staff ayo wura Kofi Bedu na anisem no babo te da betudwa atem se efi ebra coronavirus de wewe ebaye no asante hene ontra ne to sokra eyade oguso etu anamo enam saya sunti no ene ya me no kasa kropo no wabi radio station a odo kasa editu amafo awon patamonom se ne beboa amobi biara ebaye no obehwe ne ho ye ewo coronavirus de wewe eho na boa amoko so panyifo ekono atimi atupo chema enam yalewe eho nti amgofa pina betena fie no asante hene eho sampa amofo na de suanso esede enkoye saniti wabomodin ato homa bebre na a me no kasa de ko piem asante amantema o cheche de ma de suafo se na be yo mo so mo tifie no on betimi asua na boa ama ene coronavirus re ko de wo aba no entima nya susaso bone e wo my Ghana so opanyi Kofi Bedu no eye chief of staff de ma asante hene o de nsem we atudwa
duma ready if it's sayari besi Ghana maso never pure why that chief confo mun mo say why radio station or house some bit here I never call the radio and said the bia de nkakai bema amanfo enye nkai say the bi yare no ano hye nti bia momode na o hwe no husiye one aban the bia no dinkita ho okwan be faso na be so anu ene senia the bia o kan ahwe yie ni sitie na nye se bia the you know afi bia be ni o pe the bi yare no ha na no da no ano hye nti sani ebiti bia se akosi city na nema abandi atutu kwan se NCH doctor for children obi abedi
Apanyi ekote ne nka no ayo panyi ono hwe dwumadie so ade ma asante hene owura Kofi Bedu na eno akire panyimfo mo edom asante my council of USA and Canada na kwabena sei ono ena doma no okopie mo potamo so a ono na eji asehene ewo ye USA ni pod Canada asantefo a ewo ho no mo no so ejina simpie so acheche mu adokunti a panyimfo keka mo sase na baya asante hene so okwo mo ekono obetimi abeso masen
ejina homa Asante Mine Council of North America na Ewura Otumfo ejumadi a wogie coronavirus no yehu se kai nam na eche nuane eche enema bebre nti de yehu no nyina na womomo no hwan nyina so hu ye no akora hu ye na kyese aye ni so aye fe nti se Ewura ye bibisa na se yenso so ye ntimi na wasa Sieba near Beso, Iramo, Yabuano. The Jumedia would ye, a real business in Yuma, in I say, Uncle said, only siren and true.
Way a opinion no ada Santima Council wo USA ni pono Canada man emu ukopie mo hoso no akroya ye jase hene no si o my Ghana na sapasante my anemu wo kwasibro ni MISO na kwabena sei eno no so de sem we atudwa wo bro mo kaka mo sate na asante hene so omutimi ebeye na doye
Yentu ansam no suni kopiem wo memra sebedwe fie COVID-19 wonsamo memra sebedwe ni a woginem de ma de hye obolega central onionyamfo Isaac Adongo wogina simpie so bisa nsam na nsam no ekoma onionyamfo Ambrose Dairy omemsuafo hwe fisam ene bamba wonsamo na Isaac Adongo ebisa nso papa yenyina nim se COVID-19 ba ye ene ekoya border sa wodo ni pepi na en wo mu fi wo manso a wo eba be pie mu ewo nkronkra wodo a ewo ye borders ne so achese no akwakoye ha kase pa de chi ade se obete na immigration service for the aba he wo mama ye sika se wo mo se ye mo nwem ya ji sika ne ya che wo mo ensa ben na so ye a wo ehwe fisam ene bamba wonsam so wo man wo ma ye edi atutu na akwam ewo ye borders no ne twitwunde ye wo menti fiduma temu ena afa nso krapo no wuyi eno de si nchen a anamomen so na ban etu ade afam eno nam so monyonyamfo Ambrose Dairy ade atodwa wo chema sameka sei no Ghana Immigration Service for ena ye omadwuma na so ban enje adwuma na afam wo mo wo de aposi fo akaka ho sanso eno wo de eye amforce fo ani nyina no wo ma form task force kasia wo mu nyina de jimedie kasia pa ewo ye borders awodo no na de ba koye hu o man Ghana mu se wo koye borders na ase nipa bi nam kuntu ase ne nam bebi ne ade a wo mu rewremu a obrofo kasem ye friend on approved route a wo ade ba wo memu nanso ne nyina no immigration service ne task force a wo mate no wo edi what range nipa dom a wo mache wo ne de wo mu nyina no wo egusu a wo ede wo ensam ne ade atutu na komite ba no COVID-19 pa sane ye mo ya wo ban e wo ye borders ne so de a ensane ade egu na kwamu Ambrose Dairy.
Government, under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the President, has imposed restrictions, including the closure of our international borders, effective 22nd March 2020, contain and manage the COVID-19 pandemic. Countries' borders are generally porous. Several unapproved crossing points. There are 42 approved crossing points along Ghana's 2,617 kilometers boundary with its neighbors, namely Togo, Burkina Faso, and La Côte d'Ivoire. The government has set up a multi-agency task force made up of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Police Service, and the Bureau of National Investigations to assist the lead agency at the borders, the Ghana Immigration Service, in the protection of our borders by increasing their physical presence and patrols along both the approved and unapproved routes. SNAP and inland checkpoints have also been mounted to strategic locations in the country to intercept persons who would have illegally crossed the borders from unapproved routes without the Ghana Immigration Service presence. Mr. Speaker, a total of 5,908 foreign nationals were intercepted and shared with the Immigration commands at destination points to refer them to Ghana health teams for screening. Between 6th April 2020 and 28th May 2020, 10,611 trucks came through our borders with 19,172 drivers mates. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Immigration Service has, among other actions taken, in first sensitizing border communities to cooperate to prevent illegal entry.
Bryt FM.
Onyonyamfo Ambrose Henry amanans wonu mo sanso di tudwe bie hu abra na yebisan se enipadom ayache wo ma wo mu fie men ma wo mu fie man bi ti se Togo, Guinea, Burkina Faso ni ade a wo mu nyina ba wo men mu COVID-19 brema wo manfa kwampaso a wo mba ye ye chi wo mu e wo borders ne so no anya bia ya mo mu ko mu krom anas wo mu nsam no sen ne ko no so wo no ma ye chi wo mu wo border na chi de ya bom return a wo mu ko omu nchi na wo no ma ye chi wo mu si wo mawura mu deda na de ye wo mu kwankran na wo mu ensam no aswo ye hwama no ne wo nsam ne aban wo mu ne wo edi onionyamfo Ambrose Henry.
Those we intercept at the border, we send back. Those we intercept within the country, we first subject to test. As you recall, especially for the northern region, you recall that we had 8 Guineans and 2 Burkinabe in Tamale. They entered the country illegally. We got them, made sure we quarantined them and tested them. They were positive. We sent them through the treatment. And then when they were cleared, we had to then bring them down to Accra to make sure that we, with the assistance of the Foreign Affairs, engaged their countries. As you notice, we cannot just pick you positive and throw you outside the country. As we know that our own people are also in neighboring countries and beyond. And the protocol is that if they find our people positive, they are supposed to give them treatment. So we try to do it, and we are doing it effectively. And I can assure you that most of them were not positive. But even beyond that, we are making sure that we do what we have to do within the context of ECOWAS protocols.
Eni eti onyonyamfo Ambrose Henry na wote ya wode ensem we atudwa wo memra hyebedwefie wabra onyonyamfo Isaac Adongo ebisa ne nsem bi ade afa enhyehyɛ ne ade a wom ade egu na akwam ewo ye borders ahodo no
Yetu aso na putupuru amane ebo abeto yampono so achem se Kofi Adoma wanwani oyobi ono so kan kasebo kan no wo Adom FM multimedia na die wakopie mu ewo Angel FM oguso edi ne kwe ewo hono na meno ekase no tia saka na achem se Criminal Investigations Department CID a mo hye police adwumako no akache no omato sa ede afre no se empono omra na omeyi ensem bi ano na ne nsem a okokan ya meno ekase enei panyifo etwa ne pachi nyina no ene ese tese ono akasa eboni tirim ese empono ensem bi a Ghana ma panyi na adoda kwa akufu ado ena no kwasiada obeka no tese oboni tirim ekan ema sanso bamu pepepe anatu sampa eye obia enwonwa eno ena meno ekase isi ade panyifo atonsa ede afre ne se adawroma yetu faani ekopie mu ewo man Ghana mrahye bedwafie esanse ne ya me no ekasai so afo hwe sikasem so ekopie mu honomo emo no so koyi boa amanei o man Ghana coronavirus ekodewo ya yegu so eko editia no enema betima kwaso yepa etumi ede amayen na ebra yesikasem eso afo ebres kasem sofo abedi akire ekopie mu kasem sofo ekopie mu ewo oman Ghana mrahye bedwafie no na yesikasem sofo abedi akire na kan owo omampanyi John Dramani Mahama apai eso na no so di dwumade case ato forcing eba bonte ebebisa ne seso anya bia no den porte na panyufo ayi ahwede aboa se ebe ya COVID-19 ne fund ya menu ekase no panyimfo ahwe anim se ebetimi aba bonte ne po no omode aso omafo asese ne be ya yale kode we be kwatia no ekwa panyufo fa so etimi de kwatia na yanyina yanim se okoye no ensempi na no bo bonte de betu dwa sikasem so afo no nyafo kano furu ataso enya bretimi ano na eneda enam na sebeja fomo tenase a na omubobo sa ensem ne ho na no oba abotira beto dwa achebisa ne kuranie sikasem sofo no nyafo kese ato forcing bro be pie mo my Ghana na sebeja fe ne pokasa e da fa COVID-19 eye fund no ho no ensem awuro pie ode to adwa no na enya ade ne kura bia ewo mu kese entrofita pa e na oba abonte ebeka ede gu Ghana fo eso a na otimu sampa ne kura no enya ade ne ebi ewo manuti kese ato forcing echema ne kuranie ohwe su ane banya oronyafo kano furata eba bonte ebediye wo bro be pie mo Ghana ma shebe fie na bibia de pefe sampa ye COVID-19 trust fund no enya de sika panyufo enya no omode ye ne ese ne fata ni tadawroma Ghana fo nyina wode da monima mo akasa mu so mu bie na mu hu se na mu betimi aka no afa na kesra to forcing or the time we atuda
give you the details of the question. And the question was filed by the honorable member called Kobina Minta Akando, who happens to be our ranking member on health.
Bryt FM.
Let me state for the emphasis. Ministry of Finance is not the one that actually spend the money. They allocate the money and it goes somewhere. And it's the sector that actually sees the spending of that money. So the MP for Duaboso said the test of the question is to ask the Minister for Health to ask the Minister for Health what emergency preparedness and response plan the ministry has put in place to help contain the spread of COVID-19 virus, and the details of how the $100 million US announced by the president will be spent or has been spent. That was the question. This is as far back as 13th of the 3rd, 2020. And the idea is for them to account for the details. And let me tell you, the $100 million US dollars the president announced is where the Minister of Finance drew his strength from and came to the House and announced the cap. So that is the basis, and that is what we wanted the details. And so he asked the question on the 13th of the 3rd, 2020. I was surprised that Parliamentary Service issued a statement and said that I have not asked a question. And no member of the minority caucus has asked a question. This is a copy of the question. The question was subsequently, it is an urgent question, filed on the 13th, and there are rules on that. And then under it, you see an urgent. And this was admitted on the 17th of the 3rd, 2020, signed by the clerk at the table, Jetro.
Wey opanya na kan John Dramani Mahama apan so oya so afo abede kire ede masikasem oronyafo case la to force na ochemu se sikasem so afo kano for reata sem bi oba ma sebeje fede betu dwa efa COVID-19 trust fund no hono entropa enotwa ya meno ekase ne de mbobo hu o ma sebeje fie no ono so aba bonten abeka na adwen
yentu ansam no so nyinem wo memra sebedwe fie wa ene Dr. Bernard Okoboy wo kopiem wo memra sebedwe fie World Hypertension Day kamia sene wom ebobo hu ehwe sede kwan a ene wom ebefa so ma hypertension a ekuma amanfo wo memma yemojabro so no wom ebehya no wom etimi apene po masibre eno nam so ma Dr. Bernard Okoboy a wo yo memmu so afo be de kira wo hwepom de hu nsam so wo de atodwa wo chema se hypertension ekuma manfo ewo oman Ghana mu no eyade a ebraso sene asoye no wom ehwe na wom epa ne bo masibre yie pa ena wo chema se hypertension ne nua ba ko stroke ne nua ba ko biom so akomayede ne nua ba ko kidney enti de kwabase bia wonya kidney diseases ahodo ana esene okekaboma na esene wogi na ewa na sa wode ensemo yi ato adwa wo chema se afi we world hypertension day ye bedi no ohwa botaya mperifo ade esi wo mane so a wo mo so bia nko hospital no anko check ni BP na wo se anya bia ne blood pressure na ewo soro ana se wo fomo na mpo se ewo fomo ana se ewo soro a enhye ben ni anamon ben na doctors fo be kade ama wo mo ka bomodin ne di super pepe eno ne bebo ama hypertension yade age ntre ha ewo memene wono ma wo nya covid-19 be na yade nkitinkitin wei ehye mo na no so akwakofa hawde aba no ne nyina etu obetimi atwa ewo memo wo si aso ye wo mo ehwe pomodin wonsam so ade enhye ni ade egu na akwam a wo mo ehwe nim sene efakasi afi wei ye bedi no bibia ebededa na akwam na afenso no wo mo etimi di enchechire mapade akwade amagana fo ade afa hypertension yade ne ho Dr. Bernard Okoboy ade ensem wei etu edwa.
Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to make this statement. Celebration of World Hypertension Day. A day commemorated on the 17th of May every year with the ultimate aim of increasing awareness of hypertension and its complications. Hypertension, Mr. Speaker, is a non-communicable disease with significant prevalence in Ghana. High blood pressure, as it is called in the layman's language, is a condition where the blood pressure is raised beyond the average normal level. The theme for this year's celebration is measure your blood pressure, control it, live longer. Mr. Speaker, the message the theme preaches is so apt and refreshingly unequivocal as well. That when you measure your blood pressure, that is when you get to know your status. And that's when you control it and you can then live longer. This is how straightforward the impact of the awareness is. You hear about hypertension, you measure your blood pressure, get treated and live longer. Mr. Speaker, there are many other disease conditions that hypertension can lead to if not managed well. This fact about hypertension is what makes its awareness creation a priority, coupled with the poignant truth that more often than not, hypertension comes with no signs and symptoms, even though present and persistent. Hypertension is the leading cause of stroke in Ghana and is a common cause of kidney failure, heart failure, and other organ pathologies as well.
Dr. Bernard Okoboy amananso osande tudwachire mese wenyina nanam sunti anan wada wo mampani nanado wodi betu dwase a doctors for kukudama wo mokwa kwaje ntitiye e wo man Ghana hase no wafa wo mo ehoka wo mo nyina no ye benya physicians ne ade e wo ma wo ebaboa ye pa enu enkwada no wo se wo ye hypertension patient a anase wo yare hypertension ye de bi e mo jabroso yi bia anase wo akoma ye de ne ade na wo hospital na doctors for mo wedura bo modern se duro no benom enka se duro ne de ene memfa na menom a mintimi nda na mintimi hume na mintimi didi eduro no bo modern na wudi a anase wonom a ebeboa wo ye papa ama yade no asie kura betu kama ede ama na so obi catch us hypertension eni eduro a na oboa.
Family physicians and internists at the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons are all aimed at improving access to quality care for hypertension in Ghana. Such training that produces our specialists is expected to be smoother now, considering the fact that the Kufuor government has absorbed the tuition fees for all the 918 doctors who will be undergoing training in the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons for the 2019-2020 academic. Mr. Speaker, a lot of innovation has been employed by the Ministry of Health in the management of chronic conditions such as hypertension, as well as other disease states. The e-health project had seen many facilities in the central region go paperless and transformed the operations of teaching hospitals like the Kolibu Teaching Hospital into paperless-based operational wings on the path to full digital functionality. This digitization drive has in it tools for sending alerts to the physician on review dates for parents, as well as providing real-time information on the extent of control being achieved in those on antihypertensive medication. Ghana, working with the Novartis Foundation, has piloted the use of ICT innovations in one of our districts in the management of hypertensive patients. Mr. Speaker, despite these innovations and inspiring strategy at managing non-communicable diseases, Ghana still has some challenges to deal with. Challenges that are proven resistant to our formulated solutions, but still susceptible and capable of being overcome. Most Ghanaian men refuse to take the intensive medication, claiming that their potency will be compromised. Mr. Speaker, this perception towards blood pressure medication has resulted in many stroke cases in men that belong in Ghanaian men, Mr. Speaker.
Enti Dr. Bernard Okoboy omayimu swafo a wohwe pomode wonsam so wose ni titru mema no munya BP ya hypertension ya de na enro no monko no ma na menom ebeham na menom ebeham enwie kye no wanya stroke na na ada ho eduro no monom
eduro ne ebenom pa Obete kasi abogu so wetie wo Bryt de kronkron achipo ba ko so that the 101.1 Lord 107.1 sanso na my Bryt Fm online.com so obeti betie bia da phone mo ya kuruche bi egu no mo kwasi broni ekasemu obetimi so akwakeka wadwenkere no 0543973536 0543973536 sanso na Facebook no Bryt 99.1 FM no bombade so ahye amanu so etimi ahwebie to fa ne akopie mu awo fifi amantam emu Eriko wuso aponsane amane bofo butu onom na wato yan krase no na dwede siom akwanhia esiye amame no ekase no enipa emienu afaso atonanam awonse do sanso enemu enum so no baabi a omo akokɔhye no twedi aponyakopon adawro mape edo tibitwetwa agi oma sabram no kase omo da so etiatatfo asase we eso na rahusem we no esi wo gomoa osam krom anwo uniba agona so aduro kwantempon eso na ebra Eriko wuso aponsa okopie mu na empono one empanyifo atwetwe ekomo no fire officer ameno ekase okoto no na mpono no so edi anim ma empanyifo twetwaje nipa asabe omoda so etiase ne pom so omatona na mo sedo omutu omo anamo no opanyo no ejiremo se agona insaba operations officer de ma Ghana National Service owura Desmond ogi dija ono echechemu Eriko wuso aponsa nia omohu ye ni mpono ombepie mu no nia omoniso etimi ehu
no yes no nipa mienu na ewu in a car no at a passenger car na nipa 4 according to information on the ground and those eyewitnesses some say me 4 by 2 survive here the mate and 1 woman by the driver and 1 passenger ewu here and a tanker no so and the driver and the mate no one more survive the mate no put the enra beton no or you fine by driver no way price so you na call so the government hospital before ba be do ha nti ye be do ano so no ya my dislodge the gas in air tank na eda from edegu the friends a new tank me the call throughout the night ejuma ye ni nti sisi ano ye to me so yi car no so fi bridge no accident car and as you can see and e down no ye fi ho sisi ano nya ye twen say tank na eda from no recovery tracks no they are doing everything possible I be make sure say on be yin fi ho na it is near copy.
We fire officer no ejinamu ase operations officer edema agona insaba fire service station no owura Desmond ogidija ena odin sem we Eriko wuso aponsa anim no akire adrabafo bi so a omonam agona so aduro wini ba kwantempo ne so ba ponte de betudwa echebisa no kuranie kwan ya senkafo ni bi etum ne katente kwan so no emu awra mo pao enu ita de sede no mo de to panyifo ni misa da woroma omomam sa ben mo se na be ya manim ya no ombetimi aye speed rams ni bi ede amom na boa amamre katente nam sa ya so nti ede akwanhia bebre na eba no omatimi ateso
ko ni jojo every film ka kan na head pa ni se o be speak rams wo ko so na samo ka separo one skeleton always slow down wo afana fe na ama asu ya ba because since amaka ka he as a case obo be 20 kaka be 30 something years as a case obo be 20 nti ada me pese wo ya na asu sha afana fe na gotes an ka sip de hanti wo be ye ma adono mo abai maka so da be se na ma e te pa yes na ko fan ni si ya be say 2 months ni run no bi ko ton piota odu obese ha nti ha na esu
ti kasa akete so dua anketo no na ade ebe sa oble ti sese ha no be hwa amanye pa ye pa chew sa ama ye ble wa ade bia bi kon ye ben sam krum mango as brofi dua ben ti ebe sa ye tete nti ye tre pa se anyimbra yodu ha na ye bre pa wa ha bridge ye bre pa wa ha
wei eye adehye bia efa eye aguna so aduro de kowini ba kwante pone so ena mo so bo cheche mo se de kura ne yesa na kwanhye etasisi wo ho na daworo ma empanyifo ma mo sa be mo se de beboa ama enkwan so ye betimi aboho ban e kwante pono eso
yentu ansam no suni yentu fanko pm ewo aguna west emrahye bedwani a wonum eyonyonyafo Cynthia Morrison weyeswafo a wohwe ema ne mfra ye die so enei wode asoso akwa wofom a eni aguna shredro inner city rose no wom eba behwe ne chesa kwan awdo bi ejija wa aguna shredro ne potem no wom abomoden aye asphalt kese pa edi amade hye wom wonum sede ananwada omemu na fenso mampani na nado wom edi atodwa wom echemu se afi we year of rose no na ese ne akwan wom guso a wom ye ne kama edi amaye wa bre ne de ononyafo Cynthia Morrison wo gina simpie so no wode asoso ewo fomo na wo kira akwan awduro bi wom eba beye de nam ne so wo ba beye akwan no de edi kan wode aseda pesie ekoma omampani na nado dan kwa kufu adro se wada dwenya de hye wom ewo agona west ene ne potem ho eno entwem no onyonyafo kwasi amu akwata oye omaimu suofo a wohwe akwan ene akwantempon so se wono so wacha kwan no ene wacha bidi ababa so omo so dia na na siekesie pa ene wom ede ko ede amomo enhye ne ade akwan odo bi a wom ebeye no onyonyafo Cynthia Morrison wode ehonsam etu edwa ene dey
Papa na nado danko akufu adu de nyamishira nyamman enkwatenten nyame aduma inde mayehui oyahohoa what started the war asphalt ameka say na make de roads ni bi oho ayem bodin osande politics in parliament enya acknowledge nyama war ma social media pe na wo colleagues no so obi aso print na fi anhwe ne ya na ma be boy ni mpo ni bi efi wonsa because obi so lobby odo kama ni bi ba nyame aduma contract we nya award nti ye ne dan ko obi antumi gi fi ensem ti etuma nyame aduma aguna western asphalt ni nyina rekodo wa ka do be so asbudi na aka ho na wa ye nkubem na raba so nyame na aduma oho no so wa hyase de wo ye ho so adwuma ye gu coat a wo raba no che de aguna west ni nyina edimu de so anim ya ko lobby nanso ombe yinti ye botwen kakra nimde nyame na aduma wo ye de menyame nyina na nya krom so ekwan na wa kakakra ono so ye za akodo ombohwe no wonyame yin wo be ye nkum so stretch no de ko baby a wa won de ba no so akanye no ho na wa ye bobi kuma lowa na apanyina na ya ye abodom kakra na wa kan ma wa ka ye mbodi ne de mi na ye second term nyame ya aduma ono so ye be ya ka ho na ye hwa aguna west am ye nya no pon obro madodo a wa nya inti yeda hene road minister say no of papa krope we started the way road ni nyina ewia ona kasa beba na wa bohwe na wa ba inspect dem na o hye na nanom bo e de obi ase history ni zi wa ka be de wo ye ni nyina wa akaka kyen na msi akaka ni nyina kyen dado inti mo wan ka na me za so do na enyim de adwuma nketenkete akro no so wo the contract na ama inde ukude ino eden chemo won kana nchamenyo contractor no officially wa je fiku ni sem because when raising Nesika, what's the start? Opedi mobilization. Yes, you opedi make sure that everyone and sana into AJ finishing new contractor and in there. Then enjoy the mission. In some shame we can in some you bring mission. Yeah, the match na mission.
Enye ti ye aguna west emrahye bedwani onyonyamfo Cynthia Morrison ena woti ye ne de yakwan ne yakwantimpon bia wom eba be yesiesie ewo aguna shredro ene asphalt pa na woti ye wode ensem wei etu edwa na yentu fane kopiem ewo asene manso across so mensin crutch pani onom onyonyamfo Alex Inkum ene wode etodwa wo chemo se sadia ne mrahye bedwani onyonyamfo George Kwame Abuaji wotu anamon se eni abe wobedui obenese emme na ne wache ade amakuafo wonom sede wom so betimi adua na emme ne yenya ne bebre na ewo honom no wono nso enei wobomode anese emme ne bebre na ma wonese ye de ekona nimpa beye ne over 40,000 ena chese ne wache ediama de hye ne tutu ne akuafo a wom ewo asene manso wonom se ne wom enje na wom endua na dua na wom dua kra no wo so wom ye nhye ne ade se ne factories ne ade ebi beba honom na ne koba se bia wom dua na ne abede enyi a no wom etwa wom atimi adane dane ne de ya no wom awodo bebre na eno ne beboa mo Shambako was a planting for export and rural development. And ye dear near the Biquama, Odo Swaka, Kodi Jenya Sikaba, now Fensuenya Biedino Ewo Memono, a Timmy Abem was and on Ayana Botaya, what dear Sadi were in some way na to a jar. Now one a cocoba time and the edge and como, or your young for Alice income.
Bryt Fm.
My watch cheche ama akuafo no free we be this no already me MP I started my next 10,000 of the oil palm seedling my watch cheche ama akuafo no free of charge one you bia na oil palm seedling no ukọ kusi ene adwaso a eton ba ko 10 cedi eka bia so yes 60 pieces it means eka bia no farmer no bo eka 600 Ghana cedis na what they are told seedling na MP yes I dey we chema farmers averagely obi anya be 2 acres so sha MP ema akuafo no 1,200 Ghana cedis ma obi a hye butum we say sa kasika odo wakoto oye palm no ceiling no MP atama no ayama mo free timiso be this year no me follow me MP ni step aba me so na say 40,000 last year and as say are ready for distribution nti be me busumi na start say ye distribute oil palm seedlings no 40,000 no you bet me asevo say o more be average of 2 acres square there are 7 over 550 farmers ye chama mo no madua omoso say yami adum na ye set up oil palm processing factory na omotumi afidi ye pese be say ye besi factory nesu na ye nya materials fidi my factory no to say near happen wo commander sugar factory Mahama so we see factory and so sugar cane to feed the factory ni nya bia omkoto sugar from India or Brazil e be bag say sugar o ma produce no it's adampo that kind of politics no yen pese be so we need to get the raw materials available and sana they put up the factory to ya sanity a flagship program of planting for export and rural development.
Eni eti onyonyamfo Alice Inkumensin crutch pendi at the madeshia wo asene manso across so ena what ya wode ensem we to akokoba tan animo yenyina hono mane ya home kase ne so tew enji aboafo enkratwo embraye koba mindty like plus arawo ma wadwenhira wode ba ye status message sa WhatsApp sa Facebook ye bekenkan amao
mi wonsio daddy what I yense papa emuti clean sanso yede popi go boy nenje na daddy water joy daddy water
Yendo me
daddy water
joy daddy water
popi go boy nenje
daddy manum nsia na so daddy natural mineral water de e danso
because I set you
e de daddy natural mineral water e na me frato bie
and your dog man binum
wukodwa so a kasa me pedadi nsuo
daddy natural mineral water
Bobby go nenji guna
hey utimu ya wode
they sell
at the Form Joy Industries ewo 0558 638 881 and now 0558 638 882.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Aje, obi so mi mu e. Itio, mi jam.
Na dey, atwa wa bio. Ade de na yo.
Na won fe, esi we pay her clinic bi na fa me kwa why na me bread
me ba jina car mama, jina taxi ni mama. Yava fa me kwa thanks to you computer clinic wo sisi a why. Okay pe ho, e wo kuya no. Antinas, hwe ni mama why no obre pa.
Antinas mi ti, me kuma, me hu mi esi so. Sisi machi, me da me na. Me ntumi kura ni edo so mi tumi nkan ni nyina.
Me nkohwe sa atwa ho ya. Wa hwe. Oh, when I am one, hey, who told we dear? Should be an yes when you have some.
Thanks to you, computer clinic at that room. And let me to meet it.
I tell my own oh,
Jai, Menone.
Why, thanks to you, computer clinic at that room. And when I Tony, and not to me, Didi, a tear for Wedia Masumo. Thanks to you, computer clinic, dear. A one, I mean, Mabusi, Yari, Yako. So also Yari, bit to say, a situation, Akuma, dear Mojamroso, 80 paye, and Nasa would down one night. Bet to me, I shall kidney, will live us. The problem be what was Sadia. I feel so sharp, say be a bibi in Koyana. Sawopa won't so abra. Any idea who do also thanks to you, computer clinic, Beijing Pomode. She shall much require a Kuyano, a was whom as a man can quantum pono pay. Dr. Epe Kwesi Prosper, 0205 961 109. Thanks to you, computer clinic, Brabeja Hwade.
Sikazing, Yamojedro Crojin at Tellat Pharmacy, Yakofa by Memo, a free abofra sukosin in Peniso, Edibwa.
Sikazing,
I Mrs. Sikazing.
Oh, entra. Yentina me kwama we ni be na ne ho fesano. Akodan we yeto brom kama say. Na wo kan dro de wansam kire me. Na so man hye da anye ni papa. Ebusua tie. Sikazing no eye mojedro bia. Akodan nya anemia eboa no. Minerals ene iron enuane no ne ahode no a wo Sikazing monti no. Sa wonum a esiesie ni pediana bribia.
Mo amopedudu etu aton. Bomodian se obehwe mo kira kwan ewo majo nana krom ya eben asharebotwe. Apemfo anase abatan a woman kwala nufo ehu wo mo doctor ansana wo manom Sikazing mojedro ibi.
Sikazing mojedro we akwada onya afi baako ene etire no mo onombi.
Fred Tellat Pharmacy 0244 258 946 ana 050 152 4466.
FDA ahwehwe sa adwade nkrato mu agye atom se
Sikazing afei na matiasia.
Hi. Come like a
Omafue, Wofreye, Jimbra, National Communication Authority, NCA. You were called Shet Neuboso. This is senior Fena and Comhubiemo, or Sian Canche Ghana for Ninas in Pabon Fonibi. Eddie couldn't fear the more about Encheshi. If a Sando Hawakasakasakasi, Eddie Bre was senior feeding, interfemotive for any syndicated capital, Eddie quality moti apa, a Bogana for Edina, NCA Sansi, Abanso Aji Atum, a Tuko to the Kodana fee when it sort of original decoder Mod TV, any syndicated capital NCA, any digital Ghana, any decoder Air Papa, no to decoder any no to decoder any Ninian, Abansa Somwa, when your manicasi, interfine Kuninian, Uto decoder not fee when you open Mod TV officer, a walk of Fudua, or more or 10 from 17, any to town filling station, any pain, or Honso, you could understand the bar. If you see in Kama Adam, I'll ship our console, I would do a house, and a Gaussian pharmacy in this Roman, I will frame 0244 74 8874 0264 74 8874. More TV, just
I'm scared, I'm like, hi.
Darling, Ubuafwana.
Ujawa se.
Ubedi di odo na me no am.
Afena akrokro me.
Nia ne kra de he bia ben dada wo.
Me de na kan buafu pa wo.
Oh.
Maka kire wo sese memma achia wo nsem a. Acha kura 2 seconds, twe wo nsa oh.
Hey. Na sembe ni na wo ya ware foforo kwa na wonya jealous say you.
Ene sese de metwi nu nkuru pa wo. Na me nkoto joy ointment, no scent. And my wife, NCS and home your besima, joy mommy. Na me santo joy medicated soup. A man who nam toss for fefe, na me for mema, and Mason and sa and check current. No way. No way.
Wait. Na me so medi joy ointment at you wo ayi ukoko yare free wo so. Na wanum joy twa diabetes ama ne wo ho odin ba. Na me so manum joy twa dia mixture ayi mafichi kromu ya wa free ho no. Me ma me mfefo ma me pepa o mani achi. E me him ye pa, e ma ju free me nsam wo.
Anyhow, hey, joy mommy. I love you.
Joy daddy, I love you too.
Awafo, Mosumon koto joy ointment, no scent. Joy medicated soup. Joy tradie bitters. And a joy tradie mixture. Our herba pharmacy chemical shop BMU. At 4 Mofre 0244 585531 and 0244 876321.
Near Mr. Kotoshi nyina ne se ne baba afia da ye sonse doctor no bebem. Na ne yira kosianso etumi ate sa nursery school na de bia ka ho asem no enti oye djuma din yi pa na so abrabo de etumi twintwan yakwem anopa bia wo kɔ edjuma ɛna ne car tire ba ko pa ye ɛwɔ highway so kai bubu fa so empempi ɛna kɔ dwira baabi sisi obubu a ontumi nya djuma biem enti ne busua da ye so nyina be kɔ kosisɛn ɛma obrema mani hunu ɛsi wo busua da ye so kwan Mawunsanka life insurance policy a free Star Life on there. Star Life, onyonkwa or tie with pintin wa brabum.
Openya ya block factory and then roofing systems. I'm a dancy. I zero means the order alpha email. Openya aya 1956 at gmail.com. Openya roofing system and then quality block. Aya papa.
Ubetio Kekrao. Our Bryt 99.1.
Bryt FM. Daddy FM.
Yadamase semakoso ajebre na matwen yen. Yekoya yasan aba yankoi na omanfo adwenkyere omode aba no Mighty Light Plus adawromenti yetime fasom omone Central Police Station no ene di animhwe Eastern Empire lemu hono ma ko hono mo electrical appliances decoders ene nema biara yede enkane yede ho adwuma de okọ hono ma ne boda fom se yatim ko na onso sa ekoka ko chefa omono maso yasan ama anwumere wadwenkyere adef baaye se fa Facebook WhatsApp na sepo no SMS no ye kenkan ede amamu
Openiete edifika suwa eno wadi aba wasi abatu wa komisa sadia wadi nuwama tutu na akwemo no obia enye ahweye emfama na sabri enso ne tuto COVID-19 so wo ye case na ne sadia kwosoro no yenhwe ne yemo ye ho ban openiete ne de edifika so ba ye no
Sanso ana Eric Hakuna Matata ose odifikofo dia ha eno no so ade aba no se ono de okasa ade afa omo a omoto na nanu ewansia de no so maprepra ewo June 3rd 2015 na kwanhie siye ewo nkrapopuni emantam no emu no se twede amponya kopo na nkasa omoto na nanu wansia de no afo munsi Abraham kokumo sanso eno mo so motiase so no onkoso ni omhu afofi ose we die on my Ghana empare yen
Rainbow Edifica so and wadiaba was propaganda and kwanaka NDC for voters register no ko shoba for ma ebebaso
when so I see a friend